Okay guys, so we got some big news today. The Montreal Canadiens held a practice and the cat has now been let out of the bag, okay? We now know which players are getting sent down to the Laval Rocket. We now know which players are remaining with the team heading into the regular season. And in this video, we're going to take a look at all these names. We're going to break them down and we're going to take a look at some of the injury updates that we were given as well. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the players that were sent down today, and we got a big name right away in Justin Barron. He's been sent down to the Laval Rockets, and if you would have told me this before the preseason had started, I would have told you to change your diaper, okay, because you're clearly full of shit. Justin Barron had the edge on everybody else, being a right-handed shot. I mean, all these other prospects shoot left, and somehow he played himself out of his spot on the team. Not a good showing, but as for the other guys on this list, I mean, we kind of expected these guys to be sent down anyway. Raphael Harvey-Pinard, Otto Liskinen, Caden Primo, and Uncle Jesse Alonen will all report to Laval. Now, so with these names out of the way, who does that leave and who made the team? Black Eye is still in business, baby. Former Costco employee Arbor Jackeye defies all odds and makes the team. And what a story it's been for this guy, okay? I can't explain how happy I am that he made it. He came in here, he was, well, scary. I mean, what he did to that Senators team makes Ted Bundy look like Mr. Dress-Up. Jackeye kicked ass. Plain and simple. And he also scored a couple of goals in the process and played very responsible at his own end of the rink. It's a wicked story, and I'm at the very top of the fan club, I'll tell you that. Now, another defenseman that made the team is Caden Gooley. I said the other day it was going to be hard to send this guy to Laval, and they couldn't do it. He was just too good. Sending him down to Laval would have been like putting your dog to sleep for no reason. It makes no sense. Now, Jordan Harris is also going to be starting the season with the Canadiens. He's one of the more dynamic defense prospects that the Canadiens have, and I thought he looked pretty good too. Side note, if I were to rate these defensemen in order, you know, which one looked the best and which one looked the worst, I'd put Gooley first, then Jackeye, then Harris, and then poor old Justin Barron. That's what I saw out there. I might be a little biased, but it is what it is. Now, Montreal Canadiens' first overall pick, Yuri Slavkowski, also makes the team to start the season. I'm going to show you where this guy was placed in the lineup at practice today a little later, but I thought he looked just okay. You know what I mean? I don't think that he necessarily made the team because he wowed anybody or anything like that. But hopefully when the season begins, we get to see this guy impress. Or he's probably going to find himself playing for the Rocket within a couple of weeks. Man, I just want to see him play hockey like he rides a bicycle, okay? Jeez. Now moving on, I want to take a look at these injuries, okay? Because these injuries, they tell a tale of its own. Yes, Slavkowski made the team, and yes, Jackeye, Harris, and Gooley made the team. But when the Canadiens are completely healthy, not all these guys are going to be around, especially the defensemen. Because the Canadiens right now have a decor that is all banged up. Mike Matheson has a lower body injury. He's being evaluated daily. So there's one empty spot. We also got Joelle Edmondson still out. He's been skating, but there's still no timeline for his return. And it's worth pointing out that the Canadiens have actually announced today that they placed Joel Armia on injury reserve. Thank you very much. And Heineman. I've been wondering what happened to Heinz Ketchupman, and apparently he's been dealing with some sort of a thumb injury. So he's going to be out for another 6 weeks, and when he comes back, I'd say they'll send him to a different destination. Same with Mailloux. Okay, Logan Mailloux is getting closer all the time as well. He's sticking with the team for right now, but as soon as he does get better and that shoulder heals up, they're going to send him back down to the London Knights. Okay, so with the roster news out of the way, let's take a look at the lineup, okay? And at practice today, these were the lines that were used by Marty St. Louis, and I got a feeling that these could be the lines that we see during the first game of the season on Wednesday night against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And there's an interesting name that's missing from this list, and we'll get to that in a second. We got a first line of Nick Suzuki between Colinator Caulfield and Big Josh Anderson. Look at that, Anderson is moving on up. And look at the second line. Right now we got Christian Dvorak centering Yuri Slavkowski and Brendan Gallagher. So as of right now, they've got slots penciled in on the second line, but I wouldn't hold my breath, that it stays this way. Line number 3, we got Kirby Dach, and he's going to be centering Mike Hoffman and Sean Monahan. That's a pretty interesting line combo. And finally, the fourth line is Jake Evans between Rem Pitlick and Big Daddy Nav. Missing, of course, is Johnny Druitt, and I don't know what the scoop is as of right now. Did he look like complete shite during the preseason? Yes. So is he hurt? Did he tap out already? Was he thumb wrestling the same guy that Heineman's been thumb wrestling with? Your guess is as good as mine. So that's how things are shaping up as of right now. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this lineup, and please, how do you feel about the cuts and, the guys that made the team? I mean, that's the biggest news here. Sorry about my voice, I'm sick again. Every time the kids get back to school, it's just non-stop sickness. I don't know what it is this time, the swine flu, disease of the leper, it could be anything. But don't forget to give the like button, a dirty old Rikishi stink face on the way out of here, and hey, I'll see you next time.